Well, it's Tuesday, and we're still doing brass models.
I thought it was Friday. I was like...
It's Friday. No, you're eating French fries. No, it's not Friday. It's Tuesday. And so we're doing brass models. And again, a little unusual. This is, again, something that Keith ended up with because he ordered it for someone, and then that someone didn't pick it up. And he said, well, you keep buying stupid stuff. Do you want this? Sure. You know,
bring it
whatever.
on.
It's a Sunset Models, and it's a really neat model, except that it's only a tender. And I know you've got that complaint that so many people offer models of locomotives with no
I've
tenders.
got one currently. I'm going to build here, but Harry Potter sends the tender.
No tender. Why do they do that? Locomotives with no tender. Well, this is a tender with no locomotive. And it's just penciled in on the end because, you know, who wants a tender with that? But somebody wanted it, somebody ordered it, that same person never picked it up. So
they don't have a tender behind.
But it's a Southern Pacific S-10 tender. And I thought I can put that behind something else and it'll look awesome because
maybe even mine.
SP
The Harry Potter SP.
With an SP S-10 tender. If it was narrow gauge, it'd be even neater. And it almost looks narrow gauge.
Oh, look at that. That's a tender?
That's a tender.
It's not a tanker, but it's a tender.
Well, and I always admired the SP fire train. And this looks suspiciously like something off the fire train. Mm-hmm. But I just fell in love with it. And
That's
I thought,
cute.
You know, Keith, the price is right, and it's really unusual, and I can stick it behind a different engine. It may not be correct or anything, but it'll be gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Because that is just, as you would say, stinking cute.
It is, but I've never seen anything like that in my life. It even has a light.
Well, and I even thought I could auxiliary tender, you know, some other engine. There are things I could do with this because it's so stinking neat.
It is.
And I thought, well, okay, Keith, you just made a sale. I mean, it's got these railings and the extended lid on the, you know, I don't know if that's the water or the oil because it's got one of each. This is probably the water, that's probably for oil. The tail light on there and everything.
That's amazing.
So I just thought, yeah, I might. Well, as you can see, I never turned it into anything. It went into the brass case, and there it has sat, and now it's been in the attic for 20 years, and now there it is, and it's about to go back into the display case, and it's still never been used for anything.
But look at the detail. That's just astounding.
Is that just neat or what?
That's really awesome. I would never guess it's a tender, though.
Yeah. It's because it does look, you know, the SP had the neatest fire train.
Oh.
And I'm not even sure, but this might have even been something.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, but it looks a lot like the water cars that they used on the fire train.
Right.
And I also bought some tank cars, some SP tank cars that I thought would look neat behind this, and that's next Tuesday's show, as a matter of fact. But at any rate, it's like, yeah,
sure,
sell it to me. I don't care. I'll find something to do with it. Well, I never did find anything to do with it.
No, well, put it in the display case, but it's awesome.
It's awesome. I really love it. So, stinking cute, as they say, and even if it was just parked at the engine shops, not doing anything other than being parked at the engine shops, it would be amazing.
Yeah, like what is that?
And it's reminiscent of the narrow gauge stuff that SP ran, but it isn't. It's standard gauge.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So if you in the comments, if you know the history of this and whatnot, because I don't, I just bought it because it looks neat.
It's cool.
But feel free to jump in there and tell us about the S-10 tender and on the SP and so on.
That's awesome.
And anything about the fire train or anything like that, because it does remind me of some of the stuff off the fire train.
Yeah.
Anyway, very, very cool.
There it is.
Very, very cool. Well, if you haven't been over to the channel, please pop over to the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It sort of helps the world out. And then you can click your notification bell.
Right.
And that's cool. And the easy way to do all of that is the blue button.
Here it goes.
Are we ready? Zoink! The blue button right there. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you on Sunday because we have some other screwing around to do. We'll see you then.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.